sir, diretso pa. Lagpas ng kanto. Doon sa may mga tambak. Lagpasan mo na lang yun, sir. Yung may mamang nakatayo, pwede na din. Okay. Salamat, sir. Sir. Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Oh, ikaw pa lang. Nasaan siya? Partner mo. Parang puyat ka, kapatid. Nangyari, sir. Okay, I'm here. Let's start. We'll just wait for John. Okay, thank you. That they may strive to do what is excellent and according to your will. These are prayers in His name. Amen. Okay, thank you. Maingay lang to. No? Volume dito, volume control. Kung meron. I-off lang natin. For a while, guys, I have some okay, who's coming in, Aaron, Shadrach, and my is joining us. Thank you. Yeah. I am going to yes, audio. We're just setting up our audio here. Nakikita mo naman yung cursor. Okay. So I'll just first discuss quadratic one unknown, one variable. Bagal ang reaction dito sa aking monitor. Good thing, gumana na last time. Parang hindi, no? Parang first time gumana nito. Ano may sakit? Si ano? Partner mo? Ngayon? May lang. May technical glitches no. Is yung browser ko. Ayan, kakauwi lang pala ni... So, ano na kayo? Pambihira. So, anim na kayong ano, ding James, no? Wala lang internet si James. Okay, teka, sound check. weakest pa talaga to. Actually, lost connection na naman ako. Okay, we'll begin with quadratic equation. Then we will go back with our problems. We'll let previously. Sige, later, papagawa ko. May pa. Can you hear me, guys? Okay, there are various ways of computing. Can you hear me? Can you? Okay. Okay, there are various ways in solving. No? So we have here. Okay. Hirap pa madrag ng mouse ko. Of course, the quadratic equation 1. So we have ax squared x plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are constant. Definitely a is not equal to 0. What will happen if a is equal to 0, guys? Dito muna sa online. What will happen if a is equal to 0? Anyone could answer on the online. I know Jom has already an answer here. What if a is equal to 0? What will happen to the equation? Anyone? May, what can you say? Supposedly, the idea here are it cannot be solved. Hindi, pwedeng masolve. Mas madali nga kung a is 0 eh. bx plus c na lang, no? Pwedeng masolve yung x doon. O, di ba? Pag a is equal to 0, it can, it could be solved. Actually, in fact, it's easier if a is equal to, think would be the, if it's no longer quadratic, if a is equal to 0, guys, it's just linear equation. Remember that. So it is a necessity that a is not equal to 0 to make it quadratic. If a is equal to 0, therefore it's linear or worse, constant. Oh, what will happen if a is 0 and b is 0? What remains? Constant. Right? Actually, ano pa nga yun, if that would be the case, c is equal to 0. All right? So make sure that a is equal to not equal to 0 such that it will satisfy a quadratic equation. No? And there are many ways. Can you tell me the ways by which we could solve for a quadratic equation? Aaron, can you give me one method? Okay, let's start from the simplest method. Okay naman sa YouTube. Okay? Anyone, guys, any would be the simplest method of solving for, right? Okay? So anyone? I could assign items for you. So, method? No, I'm not asking you, Val, to give an specific equation or solution. It's just more of generalization. There are 4 or 5 methods we may employ as far as quadratic equations concerned. Just give me a general concept on how we could solve quadratic equations such that we will arrive at the value of x. Recall the quadratic equation, no? Or formula, no? But solution by square root, no? My mind correct. Solution by square root, okay? By extracting the root, okay? So, sige. Yung matitira dyan, ibibigay ko kay Joe mamaya. Sige, by square root. Square root, lalagyan muna natin ng pair of my mind. That's correct. Jen, medyo nahuli ka ng konti. Naunahan ka ni Maymay. Pero hindi pa unahan to. Okay, I would also make points on that. Factoring, correct. So that's another method. Yung matira dito, sasagutin ni mamaya, ni Jom. Dahil si Jom lang in person eh. Iniwan niyo si Jom, no? Correct also, Val. Alright. Alright, so number 3, what else? Okay. Val, dapat pinamigay na yung quadratic formula. O sige, later na yan. Completion of square. Okay, sige, quadratic form. Sige, completion of square. Completion of square. All right. Square, I have created this to Shad. Okay, square of Shad. Teka. Okay. Yes, I would either graphical method. Can you exactly tell us, Aaron, how will you use graphical method? So, 2 points ni Val. Okay, quadratic equation. Formula. So I will consider that by graphical method. Exactly, Aaron, how will you do that? how will you make use of graphs solve for quadratic equation? Okay, any other methods that you may think? I think it's covered already, no? Hindi, pag ano na yun, complex. Pwede rin siya. O, yun na yung sa'yo. O, conjugate daw. This is only for complex na. Actually, it's still, we could make use of it for that complex conjugates. No? It's a method for under quadratic formula. No? So that as one by complex conjugates. But this is part of quadratic formula. Conjugates. This is a pair of geom. Tatampo pa si geom. Alright, so many ways, no? So, but the method that you will be using is the given problem. Alright, so the given. So for instance, as simple as kanina, yung binigay na example ni Ba, that's actually by square root, no? Taking the root of both sides. Assuming we have an example here, I would like to give an example. Pakitusuyo ako sa iyo, Jom. Meron kasi akong delivery. Okay lang ba bumaba ka sa kahit dun lang sa mismong entrance. May borso doon. Actually, malapit na siya. Nandun na sa yung pangalawang street, yung nasa dayak na siya. Okay lang, you could sige, hintayin na lang siya dun sa ano. Tapos sasabihan ko na ibigay siya. Sabihin ko, hindi, wala na. Wala ka pagbayaran, siyempre, ito naman. Ito na, nagtumawag na. Ayun, nakababa na. Pasuloy lang, brother. Hello? Sir, sa gate lang na green gate. Sir, tapos may estudyante na lalabas dyan na taxi. Tapos, yun. Magandang lalaki yan, estudyante ko. Si Jom. Si Jom. Jo Marie. Oo, Jo Marie. Okay, sige. Pakihintay na lang, sir. Nasa fourth floor kasi kami. Okay, yan. All right. So, okay, okay, for instance, if we have just like method of just getting the root of both sides. So for instance, you have x okay. So x squared minus 16 is equal to 0. Ayan, thank you, brother. I need to sign it. All right. So by virtue of this example, we could just rearrange this such that x squared would be equal to 16. Okay. So what's the answer, guys? Obviously, the answer be equal to 4 bal. Okay, other thoughts? My 4. What else? Other answers? Negative 4 bal. Ano ba talaga? 4 on 4. Actually, it's both. Because you're extracting the root. Diyan, inad mo naman 4 plus 4. Hindi eh. So, square root nga eh. So, it will be plus minus square root of square root of 4. Okay? So, that's plus minus square root of 4 because you're extracting. Meaning, no, sobra yung 8. Dapat lang. 4 squared is 16. No? But negative 4 quantity squared is also, those are the two roots of the equation. Right? So let's have some other items here. No? Quadratic. So let's have some problem. Round robin. And then yung hindi, joke lang. Kaya mo naman yung kapatid. Dali. Pop down ko lang yung mga questions dito, no? Nasa na ba yun? Okay, I'll just plug down the problems. Anyway, part of which are I think I have uploaded portions. I recall I will upload some portions of supplementary problems for you to answer. So perhaps you could give me an answer immediately, guys. No? So madali lang naman to. Kayang-kaya nyo to. So if you cannot, if your mic is not working, you could chat immediately, no? For quadratic. Then later, babalik tayo sa mga problem solving, no? We still have time. Or I could extend my time para lang ma-review tayo. So yung inequality, final exam na siya ilalagay. So hindi ko na siya i-force. So quadratic in one variable, saka variable. One unknown lang na linear. Yung simultaneous, final na rin yun. Wala akong simultaneous equation na itatanong sa inyo. Puro one variable. Parang tingin ko nalito kayo sa one variable last time, no? Kasi some of you may let x and y agad ang nasa isip. No? So, puro one variable tayo, guys, sa exam natin. Alright? So, perhaps, sige, I could type some problems here. And I want you to siguro i-poste ko na lang yung file siguro dito para mabilis tayo. Then, you could just recite or type immediately your answers. Bibilangan ko lang kayo 1 to 2 minutes. Kaya na siguro. I will jot down the flipper. Alright? So actually, madali lang naman itong quadratic. Eh. It's just an extension of ano, no? Okay, I will just plug. Yan, medyo large file kasi huge file. Okay, ito yung ating ano. Okay? Can you see, uh, kita ba guys yung mga supplementary problems? Kita? Okay, palakihan ko na lang. Okay, answer number 1. Letter A. Okay, here's will be your ano, I'll be giving the assigned letters, no? So Aaron, letter A, Maymay, letter B, Bal, letter C, Shad, letter D, and Jemuel, letter E. Tapos, letter F kay, wala pa yung F, hindi pa ma-flash. Letter F kay Jom. Okay? Then you just, ayun, no? Ang saya nung kay Jom. Letter F. Okay, gets ba guys yung mga letters? I repeat, Aaron, take letter A, Maymay, letter B, Bal, letter C, Shad, letter D, Jem, letter E, and Jom, letter F. Okay? So you could take your time. You could chat your answer immediately. Then I will record it on our notebook. Or record siya. Teka, wait. Teka, wait. Wait lang guys, wait lang. Ayan, okay. So kitang-kita pa rin. At least I could record here whether it's this is problem 16.3. Aaron plus minus 7. Okay? Teka, wait lang guys. I will just catch it up with the chat. Okay, for all. Pakilagay din yung na item nyo, item you're solving. Abal and solving. Okay na yung kay Aaron, no? Kay Maymay, 10 square root of 2. Correct. Maymay. Letter B is 10 square root of 2. So, as we look at letter A, that will become x squared is equal to 40. That will become 49. Then extract the root of 40. Then that's Aaron. And then for my Okay? Okay, noted, Val. For my mind, so negative 400 on the left become positive 400 on the right. Then we divide both sides by 2. That is x squared is equal to 100. And we know that there is a perfect square factor of 200, which is 100 times 2. You extract the root of that, that becomes 10. Square root of 2, which is plus minus as well. Right? Ayan, correct my mind. So let me check that. Right? So for letter C, I think Bal is the one. That's 3, negative 3. Oh, is it really 3? Since we know, letter C, giving you chance, Bal. Since, okay, when 36, I put it back on the right side, that becomes minus 36, that becomes 25. And then the negative word on the left side becomes positive 2x squared, that becomes 3x squared. All right? So what negative is on the opposite side? Bal, what can you say? So, so 3 siya, no? O, pag dinivide mo, so magiging win. Pero negative, hindi siya positive. Alright? So, I'm giving chance for you, Bal. Is it really a real number? That's my question. For letter C. Alright? So, how about the other items here? Let me check my chat box here. Okay, my hint is that it's not real. Okay? For Gemwell, which is letter E, Gemwell, you try working again for letter E. Gem, you try working it again. Okay.
Sir, naisend ko na po yung letter D.
Okay, noted. Yes, I could see that. For letter D, is it only positive, Shad?
Sir, positive, negative po yung nakalagay po.
Hindi ko mabasa eh. Actually, ang nababasa ko lang, equal to, positive 8. Yun lang nakikita ko. So, yeah. So, anyway, sige.
Okay, sir. Ang sagot ko po kasi, sir, dun sa chat box. Positive and negative 8 po.
Positive, negative. Pero di nag-reflect yung negative na symbol dito. Kaya, so, it's just positive. On my end, not so. Okay, mata ko may problema. Siguro. On my end. Ito yung ano mo eh. Ito yung sagot mo. Ayan, I'm just retyping it. So that is, yan, x is equal to positive 8. But anyway, since you mentioned that it is positive, negative 8, no? So I would consider a full score for that. Okay. For the meantime, let's all to rework. Next, correct. Okay, so let's just wait for the E and F and C. So, Val, my hint, it's not just a real number, no? Your answer. Letter E. Hindi gem eh. Hindi siya whole number. Sa totoo lang. Yung sagot. So, you try to reduce. Kasi when you combine y squared over 3 minus y squared na matitira, y squared minus 6 is equal to 2. Therefore, y squared is equal to 12. So, pag in-extract mo yung root ng 12, hindi siya whole number eh. Ayan. It's still incomplete, Val. Okay, sige, I will explain later. No? For number letter C. Yes, it's both positive and negative, but it's not just a real number. That's my hint for you. But for Gem, you rework kasi square root of 12 is not a whole number. What do you think? Or it's just I'm not saying that would lead to the right answer. What I'm saying, it's not a perfect square. Your answer, it's not a perfect square, right? Yan, 2 square root of 3, correct? Because square root of 12 is equal to square root of 4 times 3, where square root of 4 is 2. So what remains inside the rest 3? 2 square root of 3. Is it plus or minus? Gem, plus or minus? Gem, is it plus minus? Yes, it's plus minus. So this is okay. But anyway, reports. So, Dom, meron ka na ba? Malapit na si Jom. Hintayin din natin si Jom. Si Val na lang dito, Val. I hope you're taking note also of the numbers that you are not assigned. No? So I hope you're taking note of that also. And if you have questions on how to solve, you may ask me. No? You may prompt on the chat box your clarification. May kulang ka pa dun Val, doon sa number mo. Ayan, this time you're correct. That is plus minus 3i. Alright, that's plus minus 3i. Correct. So, no, since you have Val, I'll just give for right. So let's just wait for. While waiting, you may have another set of questions. Ihuli na natin si Jom. Okay, so skip na natin to. Okay. May G pa pala. So anyway, okay, so this one. Solve by factoring. The previous method that we have is solving by just extracting the root. This time, we'll be solving using factoring. All right. So there are. Oh, it's good that we have many items here as well. So again, I will be assigning perhaps ano naman, baliktad naman. Okay, baliktad. Baka sabihin ni Joe may yung pinakamahirap yung kanya palagi. Okay, this time, so si Jom naman ang letter A dito. Jom, take note, your letter A for 6.31. No? So you have, so this time A, babalik ka rin to. This is pair of Jom. Then letter B, pair of Gem. Pero kailangan, take your time. Okay, that's correct. Ayos ba? Yun lang yun, no? Okay, Jom, got it correct. Yahoo, the only in-person student here at LD Woosley. Ba't kaya ang weird, no? Kung majority ang online na lang tayo, palagay nyo guys. Oh, palagay nyo kaya. Online student eh. Oh, so correct dito si Jom. Teka, lalagyan ko muna ng credit. Pag makakalimutan makakalimutan ko to. Anyway, this will be your part of your class participation. Alright, so sige, Jom, Jem. Baliktad lang guys. And letter C, Shad. Letter D, Bal. Letter E, Maymay. And letter F, Aaron. Okay, so that's your task for 3.1. This time, 16.31. This is time factoring. So you will be asked to factor. So just okay, you may do now your respective numbers. For letter A, it's 3 and 4 for Jom. Oh, buhawi si Jom ngayon, ha? Yan, ha? So, correct for Jom. So, I will put credit here. A check. For Bal, which is letter D, it's 2 and 1. Correct, Bal? No? Got it correct? So, pag factoring talaga, mabilis kayo, no? Mabilis na method kasi yan, eh. Okay? Okay, you just pop up your answers here. Then we will move to another. Alright? So, babalik tayo sa linya. So, sakto-sakto. So, wag lang kayo agad, no? Kasi kami ni Jom dito, hindi pa kakain. Ha? Okay, for letter E, it's Maymay. Letter E, 1/3 and 2/3. Correct, Maymay. Okay? So, Maymay, correct. Aaron's letter F is negative. 6/5 and 2. That's also correct for Aaron. Okay, correct. So I'll put you your mark. All right. So Jem and Shad na lang. So it's between letter B and C. All right? Okay, Shad for letter C. Letter C. Negative 3 and 8. Correct, Shad? Okay. Letter C is correct. Pair of Shad. Right, Gem na lang, Gem. Gem sa letter D. Okay, this exercise is for using factoring. Using factoring. I think you are well versed with factoring, no? Compared to later on, perhaps you could extract the root, no? That's the next thing, or I want you to recall deriving quadratic formula. It may be part of your examination. Derivation of quadratic formula. Okay, I already giving you some hint on your midterm exam. Now, derivation, because your exam will be two parts. One part is multiple choice, and the other part problem solving only. Okay, in the problem only, I may require you some derivation. One of which is derivation of quadratic formula given the quadratic equation. Okay, I hope you would take note of that. All right, so the answer 3 negative. Actually, magkabaliktad yung sign mo, ano? Tama, 2 negative 3. Yes, correct, correct. Correct. Ako palang baliktad ang mata. Ayan. So, Jen got it correct also. So, I'm glad that each of you had answered. But of course, I would suggest you screenshot these questions and work on them so that ika nga nila, ayun, practice makes perfect. Not necessarily in a moral perfection, but your competency as a teacher. So you need to, you need some, and you need to practice, guys. Not only your favorite math subject, but the entire, no? Ranging from arithmetic to higher mathematics such as calculus, differential equation, calculus of variation, etc. So, since that will be part of your life, because you are ready, you will become rather a math teacher and a math educator. All right. So let's move on to another set. This time 6.32. The problems, but though this is similar to the problems, no? They are similar to the solved problems. Okay? So perhaps I'll be choosing items here this time. I would like to be selective. Oops. You see, there are a lot of items here. This time, I want it. Sana may ruleta tayo, no? Pero hindi na I hope I could plug in my wheels of names. No? Siguro, si Jom na lang ang papabunutin ko ng pangalan. Alright? Para si Jom ang sisihin nyo. Hindi, joke lang. That's a joke, of course. Okay? So, Jom will choose who will answer. O yan, si Maymay, natatawa na eh. No? Alright. So, ganito ang mangyayari. So job in your behalf kasi hindi naman kayo you cannot pick your letter, right? You're online unless I will have a wheel of name, it will have much time and will eat my broadband's internet capacity, no? So I don't want to be disturbed. But instead you will be represented. The five of you will be represented by job picking up the letters. Okay, I think that's a nice idea. Ano ba yung bond paper natin? Pwede kayang punitin ko. Okay. So, since you're the only rose among the thorns, so, papakita ko sa camera, guys, para walang Okay. Maybe later. I hope may camera, pag naka-camera ako, yung aking audio ang mako-compromise. So, anyway, in spite of my video on, yeah, because of bandwidth, some, low pa. So this time I'll be writing in a piece of paper the letter. He's a kind, and John will also draw for himself. Para yung bias. Just basic or D, C, D. So there are 8 items here. Okay. Okay, baka sumama loob nyo kay Jom. Ako na yung pupuno. Sabihin nyo, talaga si Jom, pili ko. Okay lang. The hardest thing. First, let okay. All right. So my, this is your letter. Oh, my A. My letter A. All right. Congratulations. Letter A for my. All right. Next. Aaron, it's for you. My Aaron, letter H. Aaron, letter H. Okay? Please note. Next is bulb item. That though it might be letter D, because I have a mirror type. I have not adjusted to mirror type. Then is Chad, let's see. So work on now on your items. Solve for X using perhaps completion of the next. What's next? Kay Shad din, no? Actually, ito yung sa C.
Sir, nag-choppy po kasi.
Let's see. Let's
Choppy. Choppy po. Okay, sir.
perhaps it's or okay. My can you still hear me? Of course. Is letter H. Letter F. James. Letter F. Letter F. And then John. Letter E. Okay, you could work now. In your answer, you put okay, ball letter D. Two, a negative 1/3, correct. Ball. I'll just go to your item. Okay, wait for a while, guys. I experience issues. Whenever I have Sorry, I was for a while, guys. Yeah, for a while. Okay, what I have seen is my for a while, for a while. Kasi I have disconnection issues a while ago. My is -5 is correct for my mind. I'll just put it here to credits number. Jem, anong number mo, Jem? What's your number? Letter pala. I'm sorry, guys. I have not seen the other answers because of connection. Please retype your answer. F. F. For Jem is letter F, no? You're doing letter E. E. Uh, okay. My hint for you, Jem, it's a fraction. The answer is fractional. Jem, work. Jem. So you could rework your number. Okay, others, I think there are chat na lang uli yung answers. So far, it's Jem and my that I have seen. I think Val, there is a chat. I failed to, you have an answer, Jom? Three? Oh, okay. Correct. Jom is correct for letter E, Jom. So, put it here on this. Double check na lang. Okay, Val. Okay, thank you, Val, for letter D. It's 2 and -1/3. Correct, Val? So, dito ko nalagay. Okay. So far, it's Jom and Maymay. No? Gem, you may rework your your item. That's for 6.32, no? Okay, I'll be waiting for the rest to for H. For H, it is defined, Aaron, it's defined for H. For H, because maglilipat mo, yung 9x squared x plus 5. Okay? I think that is equal to 0. You may use quadratic formula if you want. Alright? So, I think there's an answer. For them, well, you have an answer here already. It's halves and fibers. Correct, Jen. Though this is a second chance, I'll just give you 3/4 of a credit. For Jen. Right? Pero it's defined. Okay, let's just wait for Shad and Aaron. Then we will move to another round. So I think you have read on or for Shad. So you have 1 and negative. That's correct, Shad. So okay, Aaron, let's wait for Aaron. He's working on letter H. Actually, it's not undefined, Aaron. It's a complex conjugate. That's my that's my clue for you, kids. It's a complex conjugate. All right. So that's the you are working in a complex conjugate, Aaron. Okay. 17. Really, it's just a real number. Not complex conjugate. Okay, you could figure it out. It's more of a complex conjugate. No? Completion. Divide mo muna yung over 6 ka muna. Dapat free from numerical coefficient ng y squared. Ganun siya. Kasi pag di mo free niyan, dapat perfect din yung 6. Eh, hindi perfect. That's it. Okay, sige. Aaron, okay pa ba? You could work it out. Perhaps I could slowly look at here. No? So, 12x minus 9x squared is equal to Okay? 12x minus 9x squared is equal to 5. All right. So the first thing to do, if you would like to complete the square, that you would like, or quadratic formula, whichever, uh, ayan, so dump everything to the whichever is positive with respect to x squared. So that would be the case. Or perhaps the constant would remain on the other side. So I will make this positive, no? 9x squared. 9x squared and minus 12x. Okay? And then would be equal to negative 5. Okay? Did you get it? So, nagpalitan lang sila guys. Pero same, nagpalit ako sa kaliwa. Alright? So, 9x squared becomes positive, then naging negative 5. Alright? Then from there, I could divide both sides by 9 so that it will be free numerical coefficient. Alright? It will be free from numerical coefficient. So as I divide, so that would become just x squared. Imagine I already divide. Not to show anymore because it will take time for me. So I hope you're getting my point. So minus 12 ninths, or it could be used to 4/3. Okay? So later siguro, no? And then would be equal to negative 5/12. 5/9 rather. Right? Or minus 4/3. 4/3 x. Sorry, I forgot the x. Forgot the x. Oh, negative 5/9. Hindi na makita sa display, pero negative 5/9 yan guys. Ha? Then, now you could complete the square by getting half. No? Getting half of the middle term and square it. So what's the half of negative 4/3? Negative, right? So that is 4/6 squared, right? 4/6. You get half of the second term. I got confused because I'm also participating in a conference, online conference. Weird, no? So I cannot be absent because of the requirement. But nevertheless, let's continue. All right. So from here, tama ba? So 4/3, get half, that is negative 4/6 square. Right? So minus 4/3. So magiging plus 16 over 36. Ah, 6. Kasi may ano eh. 4/6 or 3 halves. 3 halves na lang, no? 4/6. 3 halves na lang yan. Kaya 4/9. 4/9. Plus 4/9 na lang pala. Huwag na natin palakihin, no? Tama? So, kung nasushortcutan kayo, yan. I-review nyo na lang, guys. So, negative 5/9 plus 4 over 9. Ayun mo nga naman, no? 4 over 9. Ayan. Dito na magtatagpo ang complex conjugate, mga kapatid. Dahil ang sunod, it's already a perfect square on the right side of the equation, which is 4 over 6 or 2/3. Alright? So 2/3 na yan eh. Okay? So quantity pala yun. Quantity. Alright? So that becomes a minus 2/3. No? Kasi times 2 magiging 4/3. Tama nga naman. At saka siya magiging minus 1 over 9. Tama ba? Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1 over 9. Can you see from here, Aaron? Since this is your item, can you see from here? So that's the idea here of completion. Sometimes you will encounter complex conjugate. Both sides, the root of sides of the equation, so that your x will be free. May expert pa ako doon. Dapat wala na pala. Mali. X na lang to, guys. Wala nang exponent. X na lang yan. So that would become x minus mukhang di kasya to. Anyway, 2/3. Then you will encounter the root of both of a negative number. What's the answer? That's an imaginary item for a while. An imaginary item, so it will be, but it will still equal to square root of. Of course, 9 will be free. However, 1 will be negative I. All right, so that would be the case. No? So let's move on. So if I will, so this is a plus minus, no? Yes, guys, I forgot to introduce this plus minus. Yun lang, ayun. Medyo hindi na makita, pero alam niyo naman yan. Negative 1 over 9 yan, square. Okay, let's move on. Nasaan ba yung browser ko? Kasi ng browser ko dito eh. Buti dito kita. Okay, now obviously x would equal to positive 2/3 plus minus the root. No, the root is only for the numerator, no? Because 9 will be free from the square. So that would be I. You will introduce I because that's square root of negative 1 is I. Then you will put inside the root is square root of 3 because this is irreducible. Right? I know. I lang pala, guys. I lang kasi 1 pala yun. 1 yun, no? Hindi na makita. Dalito na ako. I over 3. O yan. So, completing in one fractional bar, this could be neatly written as 2 plus minus I over 3. So, Aaron, did you get it? So, I don't know nasan ka nagkamali on sa portion na yan. Though your denominator is also correct, no? But 17. Perhaps you just combine the complex and the real number, which we should not. Okay, so that we take note of the answer, guys. Anyway, I already placed this in earlier. no, it will be also shared sooner or later. No? But I hope you got the link already earlier regarding the document. Okay, let's move on. Let's have another round robin. Nice. No? So, okay. Morning. I need your receipt. Alright. Kaya pa guys, isa pang round robin, no? Let's have a round robin of our... So is this clear, Aaron? Letter H, my mind. This is letter H. Alright? Okay. I will transpose again. Let's move on to 6.33. Solved by, though I will not be strict on your methodology, it's up to you to solve this, no? But as specified quadratic formula, it's up to you. If you make use of other methodologies, again, this is only letter E. Wait, letter F on the next page. Letter F on the next page. Ayan. Okay, guys. Again, I will. All right. So sige, I will my again. I'll be dropping picking your letter. My. This time, my your letter B. Maybe I will chat it on the chat box na lang. Sana hindi lang mag-disconnect yung Google Meet natin. B is my. Okay. Next. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your gifts. Oh, yes, yes. Oo nga. Everyone enjoys it. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. God bless. Maaari ko rin yan. Kasi ginawa ko sa godmother. Actually, quarter na siya. Student. Student. Pero before, yan sa undergrad. Is administrator. But this is second course. And you would like to teach. Okay, my. Next, okay, Aaron. Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Walang letter H. Ba't may letter H dito? Walang letter H. Hanggang F lang. May H ba? Pero nabunot ko uli, Aaron, letter H. Talagang hindi ka tinatanta ng letter Aaron. Letter H yung nabunot ko. Kaya pa-flash ko na lang dito. Kaya lang, nahihirapan akong i-drag. No? O nga, no? Kaya lang, ang problema, putol. So, lilitan ko na lang ng visualization siguro. Lilitan ko na lang. Yun na, hindi ko makita. Ayan. Letter H, Aaron, unfortunately. No? This is no? But letter H is your letter. I will chat it back here. Letter H, Aaron. Alright. Then next is Bal. Bal is letter A. Bal, your letter A. Alright. Next, Shad. Shad, letter E. Yan. Alright? And then next, it's gem. Gem is letter F. Gem. So I'm cutting your letter aside, no? And then for Jom, oh, it's letter C. Jom, letter C. Okay, work it out. Any available methodology, no? That you may have. Two. Okay, Jom has an answer already. So for letter C, that's equal to 2 and negative 4 thirds. Correct. I'll just mark it here. Okay, B for my mind. It's 3 negative 2. Correct, my mind. Correct, my mind for letter D. Okay. Bal, X6 and what's this? Negative 1 for, for letter A. Okay, we give you perhaps 2 to 3 minutes to give an answer. So far, my and Bal. Afterwards, we'll move on to our linear equation in one unknown. Balikan natin guys yung mga ano natin. perhaps I would start from the bottom. Okay, I suppose you are aware already of work of different problems, no? Initial age problem, clock problems, work problems, distance problems, all of which could be solved in one unknown. Same as true with two unknowns. Pero ano lang, relax lang. Sa finals na natin yung simultaneous equation. For the meantime, okay, can we have some answers now for Shad and Aaron as well?
Sir, yung akin po, di ko po may type. Sabihin ko na lang po.
What letter are you?
Letter E po, sir.
Letter E, okay. Go ahead.
Po. X is equal to 2 plus minus square root of 14 over 5 po.
Over 5. Sige, let me check it here. 14 is your radical. 14, square root of 14.
Yes po.
Over 5.
Square root of 14 po.
Okay, that's correct.
Opo, over
That's
5.
correct. Okay. Correct. So for letter E. Okay. Thank you, Shad. So that's the answer. So the answer is 2 plus minus square root of 14 over 5. Okay, so I'll mark it here. So for letter E, Shad. All right, so 6 plus minus square root of 42 over 3. That's correct. Aaron, that's correct. Though, yung kanina, I'll just give you half credit. Yung kanina, yung medyo napahaba. So anyway, you have effort also a while ago. So that's correct for letter H. Jem, do you have an answer now? Letter F. Then afterwards, we'll move on to some problems, perhaps representative for. Okay. Again, Jem's item is an example again of complex conjugate. Jem, yours is conjugate, letter F. Parang ang familiar 9x squared, no? Yun nga lang, plus 6 is equal to -4. Oh, same procedure that we have explained a while ago. Jem, if you're listening, so that's the one that you could use. Or perhaps directly substitute to your quadratic formula. Now, I know you still recall quadratic formula. I don't need to write anymore. No? So you should memorize it by heart. As a math major, you should memorize it by heart. Okay? Kalimutan nyo na yung pangalan ng girlfriend nyo, wag lang yung quadratic formula. Alright? But if you could memorize both, it's better. Siyempre. All right? Undefined. No, it's not undefined. It's complex conjugate. It's a complex conjugate. No? Hindi siya undefined, kapatid. It's not just real. It's both real and imaginary at the same time. No? Complex conjugate. All right? Siguro while waiting for that, you could still give your answer, but we could move on now to our linear equation. Let me just pull down my files for the meantime. Okay, let me just pull down my files and look for that section for one unknown. Perhaps we could have a representative problems. No? So we could start at some items here. At 13.5. Okay, so all right, let's look at some problems here. This is an example of work problems. Uh, let me expand this first. No? Uh, my mic, can you please read letter A? If you could still, if your mic is okay, please read letter A.
Okay, sir. Letter A, a farmer can plow a certain field 3 times as fast as his son. Working together, it would take them 6 hours to plow the field. How long would it take each to do it alone?
All right, so thank you to my mic for that narrative. All right, so the idea here is for you to work on a particular unit of work. Normally, we represent it as one unit of work, and there is a factor of time. Now, for instance, a farmer can plow a certain field 3 times as fast. Okay, so there's a rate. It is a unit of work with respect to time. Something relative to your distance over time is your speed or velocity. That's also the concept of rate of work. The rate of work is equal to the unit of work, one unit of work with respect to time. Okay, so that's the idea. So how could we represent the rate of time of the farmer in reference to his son? So take note, he is 3 times as fast as his son. So if we'll take the work, let me share again our solution board here. So take note, 3 times as fast, and then 6 hours to plow. Together will take them 6 hours to plow the field together. The father 3 times as fast, and the sun. All right? How long would it take each to do it alone? So the issue here is to know their individual rate per unit of work. Okay? So, but working together, it will be just 6 hours. Okay? It will just be 6 hours. All right? So let's look carefully. Please. John, you would share your idea on how to solve that? Sige. So si tatay, 3 beses na mabilis kay son. Tapos pag magkasabay sila, 6 na oras lang. Oh, yun yun. I'm sorry, Bal, I speak in Tagalog, no, but it's okay. I suppose you know the concept anyway. So, okay. Oh, nangyari, lumiit. Ulit ang mouse ko eh. Okay, let x be the rate of the sun, the time it takes for the sun. All right. John, you have something to share? How will you compute that? Ay, wala na yung problem. Basta yung tatay, mabilis 3 beses, 3 times as fast as the sun. They work together for 6 hours. Question, how long they will work independently? Okay, so that's the question. Wait lang guys, medyo may glitches tong aking ano. Than the sun. Then when they work together, it's for 3 hours. 6 hours. 6 hours na lang natapos yung isang task. Alright, so let me, dali lang guys. So it's 13.45. Okay, so 13.45. That's the item, letter A. All right. Okay, since, oh yes, you have to say. Okay, ang clue ko dyan, 6 hours sila magkasama. Kasama sila, 6 hours sila matapos. Pag mag-isa sila, less than ba o higher than 6 hours? Higher, kasi mag-isa ka lang eh. Wala kang katulong eh. Okay, when they work together with that rate, that the father strives as fast as the son, it's only for 6 hours. But the question is, what is the rate when they are working alone? How long it would take each to do it alone from each other? So meaning, it will be a longer time, guys. The heat there, it's be more than 6 hours for each of them. But the one is 3 times faster. All right? So that's the idea. That's the idea of so that's the idea behind this. No? So if the rate of the child So, the rate of the child now will be in fraction form, meaning unit per time. Unit per time, guys. So, the unit per time, so, sige, I will help you dealing with this. Ay, wala pala yung ano. Wait lang guys, nagkaka-problema yung if the rate of, we could express the rate of the sun as 1 over x fractional part, guys. Rate of the sun. Rate for every 1 unit of work, there is this x time. The x time that he will complete. So that's the rate per unit time, per unit of work. So for one work, there is a rate of 1 over x. That's the rate of the sun. Okay, so rate of the sun. Alright? Eh sabi, thrice daw yung mas mabilis yung ama ng 3 beses. Okay, the question is, how will you represent the rate of the father? Okay, wait. I think I write this in the middle of another solution. Wait lang guys. Okay, how will you represent now the rate of the father, which is thrice the rate? Okay, will it be 3 over x or 3x? If the rate of the sun is 1 over x, what will be the rate of the father? My, 3 times 1 over x. So meaning, ito kay may galing to 3 over x. Uy, nangyari. Yun. 3 over x. I believe on my chat. That's 3 times 1 over x. So 3x is the rate of the father. Okay, now, if they're doing their job together, it's for 6 hours, right? So meaning if they do their job together, that is the of the doing together. Now, if they're doing together one job, that would be 1 over x, 1 over 6. No, kasi the 1 unit of time over 6 hours because their completion time is 6 hours. Alright, 1 over 6. So, rate of father with son, o combination. Father and son, guys. Alright? Kung rate of father and son, what would be the probable working equation for this? If you have the rate of the son plus the rate of the father, that will be the rate of the father and son working together, isn't it? What do you think, guys? my, what can you say? All right. So we could have an equation that's this. Then obviously you could solve for uh, we could have the solution. No? Ano na mo, kapatid? It should be more than 6 hours. Kasi, pag combine sila 6 hours, pag mag-isa lang siya, di mas mahaba dapat, di ba? Di man na logic, kailangan naman mas bumilis pa siya. Oh. Mag-ina nga lang, bumilis pa, ano yung Superman? Mas mabagal. Tama? So, yun yung ano doon. Tayo reciprocal lang ang ating expression. Kasi nga, inverse proportion siya. Alright? So, what would be your expression here? So, that would be 1. Okay, 1 over x plus 1 over 3, rather. 3 over x is equal to 1 over 6. Alright, so what could be the answer here? Obviously, we have combination. Okay, so we could have combination, guys. No? So that is 4x, right? 4 over x, am I right? Similar combined. So obviously, we have 4 over x is equal to 1 over 6. 1 over 6. All right. So from there, or we could say that x is equal to 0. O, balik tayo dun sa given. Ano bang hinahanap? Rate over x daw. So what's the rate of the sun? So 1 over 24. Or x is the time, actually. The sun will complete it in 24 hours. It will be completed by the sun for 24 hours. And since the father is thrice, no? As thrice, no? So paano natin mako-compute yun? Obviously, we'll refer to the to 3 times 1 over x. All right? So what would be that case? So x 24 hours. Ibig sabihin, makukumpleto niyo sa 24 hours. Pero kung titingnan natin, kung i-reverse natin ito, it's just a reciprocal 1 over x. It's just a reciprocal of 1 over x. The rate is 1 over 24. He will have a 1 over 24th of the unit per hour. Kumbaga, yung imagine mo ito bukti. 24 hours na makatrabaho niya ng tanong, ilan na trabaho? 1 over 24. Kasi halimbawa, itong buong square na to, 24 hours na tatrabaho eh. Kada oras, 1 over 24, 1 over 24, 1 over 24, 1 over 24. Ganun nangyari ito sa sun. Kaya lang, 3 beses na mabilis yung father. So, hindi 1 over 3 over 24 or 1/8. Okay? So we will just get the reciprocal. The reciprocal now for the father is x over 3. Reciprocal of rate. No? If you would like to solve for the time, so tama si Maymay, it's 8 hours. Ang sagot niya. So tama na mas mabilis ang tatay. No? Mabilis. Ang tatay ng 3 beses. Kasi natapos siya ng 8 oras, tinapos ni Junior ng 24 hours. Mag-isa. Okay, so that will become x. The hours now, it is a rate that is x third instead of, but for matter of representation, magtutugma. Take note, we are equals not the time. That's why we need to reciprocate them. But what is asked is the time, solve the reciprocal. Of course, 1 over x has a reciprocal of x, and x is the reciprocal of 3 over x, which is equal to 24 over 3 or 8 hours. Okay, guys, make sense? So there are a lot of problems like that. For instance, let's look at letter B. Now, I will just combine myself with two sample problems. But in your solved problems, there are a lot of problems to look into. John, can you read letter B?
A painter can do a given job in 6 hours. The helper can do the same job in 10 hours. The painter begins the work and after 2 hours it's done to the helper. In how many hours will they complete the job?
Okay. Teka. Okay, thank you, John. Painter, what's the rate of the painter? 1 over 6 because he could paint for 6 hours. The helper can do the same job in 10 hours. So, the rate is 1 over 10. Now, this is the dilemma. The painter begins the work after 2 hours. The painter begins the work and after 2 hours is joined by the helper. Alright, in how many hours will they complete the job? So, merong job that is only it's defined by the painter. For 2 hours, painter alone. But after 2 hours, joined by the helper. So, question, will it still be less than 6 hours? Because that's the rate of the painter alone. So, how could you represent that? Okay, how could you represent that? So, meaning, okay, that's the analysis. No? Assuming you have X number of hours. The painter would work for X number of hours. The helper would be -2. Kasi tumulong lang siya after 2 hours. So it must be X minus 2. Okay? So there is this X minus 2. So that's so meaning they're not of the same time frame. So the painter works for X number of hours. The helper only works -2. Did you get it? Because the painter begins to work and after 2 hours is joined by the helper. Now the painter begins the work and then after 2 hours joined by the helper. Did you get it? So magkaiba sila ng time frame. Now if there is a difference with the time frame, now we could make use of some representations that will still arrive to 1 unit of work. Again, 1 unit of work over the time. However, we cannot choose that because they have 2 different time frames. Okay, they have 2 different time frames. So here we go. So I will again, so take note. So helper is 1 over 6 and the helper is 1. Now I will have a scenario wherein both of them start together. Okay, I will have a scenario that both of them start together, and this problem actually after 2 hours the helper is joined by the helper after 2 hours. So I will be getting 2 conditions. One, what will be the completion time? Now we could let that X, or this problem letter B where the helper join after 2 hours. Okay, so that's my agenda. No? Letter B. So in similar represent, we could write the painter. Okay, painter's rate 1 over 6, right? Rate of painter. Okay. Then how about the helper? Helpers 1 over 10. 1/10. Rate of helper. Now, the first scenario is that both starts together. Yan muna. Starts together, what will be the time that they will complete? So, that would be the case. So, that would be the case. It's simply 1/s. Wala pa yung editor. Dapat may auto-editor dito eh. 1/x. Rate of painter and helper. Okay, so this is the scenario, situation. Both of them start together. All right, so what will be the equation? Obviously, as provided, the rate of the painter, rate of the helper, is the rate of them working together. Make sense? So that would be the, so if that would be the case, so 1/6 plus 1/10. Okay? So pag ikaw mabilis, tinulungan ka ng mas mabagal, palagay ka, Jom, mas mabilis ka pa rin kasi dalawa kayo. Tama. Minsan kasi ang idea ng iba, tinulungan ako ng mas mabagal, di ba bagal ako? Hindi, you're working together. Minsan may ganun akong naririnig. Di ba kanina, kala nyo mas konti yung time. Pero nung nagtulungan, mas mabagal. Alright. So this one, anyone from the chat, you compute. Ito guys, I'm getting the scenario wherein working together one time frame, no? One time frame. So hindi na una si painter at sumunod si helper. Of course, so Shadrach's answer is 1/4. Yes, I think so. May 1/6 ba? Luka? Okay, so what will be your, or could be x, this common denominator of 6 and 10, which I guess 30, right? 30. 30. So 30 yan. So 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8, right? Tama ba? 5. 3 plus 5, 8. So 8 is 1/8. Over x. Okay, therefore, that is 15/4. X is 15/4. Or x equal to, shortcut ko na lang guys, 15/4. Tagal, nung type ko. Ang tagal, no? Hindi pala kasya. Hindi na naman kasya. Okay, semicolon na lang. Guys, Val is correct here. Meaning, if they work together, no, they will finish the task in 15/4 hours, or it's equivalent to 3.75. Take note, 0.75 is lower than 6 hours. Right? Would be the case. However, our problem states that the helper now join after 2 hours. How will you represent that? Join after 2 hours, meaning the work, the time of work for the helper is 2 hours less, meaning so we will have an added given here. No? So we will not anymore look for the rate of the painter and helper per se, which is 1 over x, because they don't have the same time, right? But what could add here, guys, so we will have the same given for 1, 1 over 6, still the painter, and then 1 over 1 over 10, still the helper, so no problem. But we will be introducing brackets for this case. No? Okay, so painter, and then 1 over 10 pa rin, pero i-modify natin yan, guys, for the rate of the painter. So this is the rate of painter, then the other one's the rate of helper. Okay, now we will introduce, since both have different time frame, guys, let x this time time of painter. Time of painter. Bakit kailangan time? Dahil magkaiba sila ng time eh. We will let x, instead of putting it on the left side of the equation, we'll look at this as the time of the painter. And obviously the helper comes in late, so what will happen? Is it x or x minus 2? Obviously it's x minus 2 because the helper came in late, 2 hours to be exact. So that we have x minus 2 of time of helper. Ayan. Alright, so this is the magic now. Now, how will you represent this? So that would become now this one. Lo and behold. X over 6. That is the part of the painter. Plus, this is x minus 2 over 10. That is the part in the whole unit of work. That's the part of that would be the case. Anyone from the crowd, what side of the equation? If this will be your work equation, x over 6 now will be that unit of work now by the painter. No? And the x minus 2 over 10 is the unit of work of the helper. Therefore, this is equal to 1 unit of work. Kasi ito, work of ng painter plus part of the work of the helper is equal to 1 unit of work. Okay? So kindly solve, guys. This is the work equation. Solve for x. Take note, if they work together from the start, it should have been 3.75 hours. Pero because the helper only came in 2 hours after, it should be longer. The time would be longer. Okay, that's my hint. It will be longer than 3.5 or 15/4 hours. Okay, so Aaron has an answer. Unfortunately, Aaron's answer is correct. That's 9 halves or 4.5 hours. Okay, so correct, Aaron. For that. All right. So this would be 4. So I will not anymore expose this 4.5. Okay. So guys, so clarification. Let's move on. This time, clock-related problems. I don't know if it's clock related, no? Let me see. Or more on the distance problem. Actually, this is very similar to the work. All right. So here, okay, two motorists start towards each other at 4:30 p.m. So towards each other, no? From town to 55 miles apart. If their respective average speeds is 40 and 45 miles per hour, at what time they will meet? Okay, so this is more of a distance formula. I will chat here the formula that you will use: distance 1 plus distance 2 plus distance 2 is equal to 205 apart. And how will you express distance of the, okay, you have average speed. Okay, you have your average speed 45 and 40 and 45, and you have your time frame. So how will you express that? So of course, distance is equal to rate times, right? Distance is rate time, right? Right. Rate is distance over time, right? Rate or velocity is distance over time. But since you're equating distance, it will be velocity times time. So velocity times time, meaning the velocity or speed S1 times T. Kasi isa lang eh, magsasabong sila, no? So S1 o yung speed 1 times T plus S2 times T is equal to 255. Okay, you could solve that. So given na yung speed nila at 40 and 45. So to elaborate further, 40, I'm just putting it in a chat box para mabilis, no? 40T plus 45P is equal to 255. Alright? And obviously, 40P plus 45P is 85P equal to 255. And what is T? What is T? 255 over 85. It's 3 hours. So the answer is 3 hours. So from 4:30, they will meet at 7:30 p.m. At what time they will meet? So after 3 hours. So the starting point is 4:30. So they will meet by 7:30. Okay, so time is equal to 7:30 in the evening, not in the morning. Alright? So yan lang yun. Okay. Okay guys, I need to move on to another case. No? You just read the solve problems, everything is represented there. No? Solve problems. Yung solve problems, di ko na kailangan ipakita kasi detailed na to. Kitang-kita. Yung sa mga natin. What I'm doing, supplementary. Hindi kasama. Supplementary siya eh. Pero yung sa solve problems, nandun yun. Supplement, putol. Putol yung supplementary problems eh. Oh, wala talaga yan. Kasi kung i-discuss ko yun, inulit ko lang yung libro. Hindi na. I don't do that. Kasi yan is for readings. Yung solve problems for readings. What I'm here is to supplement. Same concept, same procedures. So ganun siya. So anyway, you could screenshot if you want. Let me have another item here. Okay, this is a mixture problem, I think. Let's look at ano pang magandang problem. Okay, let me see. So letter B, sige. Let's look at this. What weight of the water must be added to 50 pounds to a 50 pounds of a 36% sulfuric acid solution to yield 20% solution? All percentages are by weight. Okay, so you try to imagine. Ayun lang, mahirap ma-imagine to, no? So what weight of water must be added? No, so you will add a water to a 50 pounds of 36% sulfuric acid solution. That you will yield to 20% of the solution. Let X be the weight, all right, of the water. I think that's it. X be the weight. So that is added to 50 pounds of 36%. So that is 36% of 50 pounds. And the added, no, X plus 50 is equal to 20% times 20%. Okay, guys, any idea from the chat group? How will you solve for B? So let X be the weight of that water, no, to be added to 36% sulfuric solution to a 50 pounds. So 50 pounds siya. So 36% of 50 added plus X, no, is equal now to 20% of 50 pounds plus X. Okay, so sulat ko dito. So 50 pounds, 36%. Tapos mag-yield. So ibig sabihin, lalabnaw siya kasi tinubigan mo eh. Tama? Ibig sabihin, sa halip na mas maging puro, it will be, ano tawag sa labnaw, kapatid? Opposite of being pure is, in a way, it will be less of sulfuric acid because it will just be 20%. Or something like that. Alright? So let X be, so let X be the water. Weight of water. Okay? Okay, any working equation, guys? The resulting equation would be, nagkakaroon siya ng 20% of the solution. Sige, I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes to think. Sige, pakita ko agad muna yung problem. Ayan. So, What weight be added? Okay guys, any idea? Oh, baka ano na kayo dyan ha? Na-lunch na kami ni Jom. Guys. Okay, so ang tanong, ilang percent yung tubig? Percent of sulfuric acid is the water. Guys. Nandiyan pa ba? May Aaron, Shad, Jem, Bal. Okay? So, sige, ito na. Parang wala na reaction. Okay, this would be the case. Weight of water in terms of the being percent. How many percent? How many percent? What is how many percent sulfuric acid? That's my question. What's the basic question? Answer, guys. Ilang porsyentong acid ang tubig? Guys. Ilang porsyentong tubig yun? Hindi, no. Why 48%? Why? Where did you get that? No. It's higher. All right? No? Okay. You know what? Zero. Water is solution. So it's zero sulfuric. So how will you, so that will become 0% of sulfur times the weight of X. I will just here for the no? Kasi may 0%, 0.0. Okay? Times X, that's the weight of water. Plus, what is the 50 pounds? The 36%, right? 36%. Huh? 36% of 50 pounds. According to the problem, it will be 20% solution. So that's 0.20. Then the weight will be added 50 plus X. Okay, can you solve for x, guys? The item. That's how we could solve that. Why 0 for water? Because it's purely water. It's not acidic. And then you will add it to a 36% solution, 50 pounds. Obviously, you will have an answer there. Right? Correct, Aaron. The answer is 40 pounds of water to be added 6% solution so that it will become 20% solution. All right? Makes sense? So that's the, though I will show to, I know you know already. So from here, so that will become 18 is equal to, so this would be 10 uh, plus 0.20, or it could be, or, oops, nawala, sayang. Or, so you have over 0.20. Okay? So x is equal to 8, 18 minus over 0.20, which is equal to 40. Alright? Ay, wala, di nakita. Basta alam nyo na yan, guys. 40 na. Automatic na to, 40. O yan. Alright? So pwede naman yun. No? So 18 minus 10 divided by 0.2 is 40. That's mixture problem. Okay? Another mixture problem. Then I will be ending with this. Sige, move on pa tayo ng isa. Okay, letter D, similar. Letter D. Okay? So there is an available 60 gallons of a 50% solution of glycerin and water. So sa solution, meaning there's a water component. What volume of water must be added to the solution to reduce the glycerin concentration to 12%? Para pareho, no? Pareho lang, no? Letter C na lang. Letter C. I think it's better. Ito, how many quarts of pure alcohol must be added to 10 quarts of 15% alcohol solution to obtain mixture of 25% alcohol? So ito naman ngayon, ginagawa mo mas puro. Kanina, pinapalabnaw mo. You're making it more non-solution. No? But this time, you will make it increase to 25% solution by putting pure alcohol. Alright, by putting pure alcohol to a 10 quarts of 15% solution to obtain a mixture of 25% solution. So all percentages are by volume. Okay, I will just chat the working equation, then you could solve. Alright, so from here, so that is x, and it is 100% or 0.1 x plus x plus 15% of 10 quarts equal to 0.25 times 10 plus x. Okay, for x. This time, why x? Not 0. Because on the previous problem, we have water, which is 0 solution yun. Dito, pure alcohol naman. So 100%. The 1% of x is x. So guys, just tell me the answer. If you're there, I provided already on the chat box the working equation. X plus 0.5 of 10 is equal to 5 times 10 plus x. Okay? So how many quarts? Okay, Val's answer is 4/3. 4/3. Alright? So, I think you get it already. Let's move on to another. Tayo guys ha. Oh, ito naman. Ay, ito. Yung mga dimensions or geometric. Something to do with geometry guys. Oh, ito, letter E. Letter E. Oh. The length of a rectangular swimming pool is twice the width. The pool is surrounded by cement. Cement walk of 4 feet wide. If the area of the walk is 784 square feet, determine the dimensions of the pool. Okay? Rectangular swimming pool twice as width. The pool is surrounded by a cement. Surrounded by a cement of 4 feet wide. 4 feet wide. If the area of is 784 square feet, determine the dimensions of the pool. May ganun pa siya. Napapaligiran ng 4 feet wide. If the area of the walk, hindi ko masyado ma-imagine yung area of the walk na yan. Parang cement walk, ibig sabihin, nakapalibot dun sa, tama, nakapalibot dun sa pool. So, meron pang plus 4. Yung kada length may plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. Tapos yung area ng cement walk, yan, 784. Na-imagine ba? Parang, sorry, hindi ko ma-drawing sa online. Makikita lang video. So, alam natin na ito 2x, x. Pero may 4 feet na, na something like that. Nakapag-ikot. So, pwede natin itong ang semento kasi, ano ba dimension ng semento? Surrounded by cement walk 4 feet wide. If the area of the walk is 484 feet. So parang meron kang 4 feet dito. Oh. Tapos ang buo, ito 4 to, 4. 4 na nito. 4. Yung area lang ito, the area is equivalent to 474. 784 square feet. Ito, yung area. Okay? Okay, so guys, can you solve for letter E? Can you imagine that? By a cement walk. Pag sinabing cement walk, four feet wide, no? Ayun dapat. So, nakapalibot ng 4 feet doon. Parang sementado. Ang total ng cement walk, imagine nyo guys, yung rectangle, may nakalabas na rectangle. No? Yung larger rectangle, may plus 4 feet ka. Oh. So, ano magiging ano niyan? So, may plus 4 feet pa. Ang area nun, 784. So, area of the larger rectangle minus the area of the lower rectangle. Sige, pwede kong i-compute dito. So guys, kung ang area originally ng pool ay ito, area is equal to x times 2x, right? Or 2x times x, which is length times width, right? Length times width. It seems the length is twice as the width. No? So that will become 2x. This is equal to 2x squared. So that's the area. However, the addition of the walk, nadagdagan on both sides ng 4 feet. Tama? Nadagdagan ng both sides. Ano yung magiging area ng buko? So magiging, ano ngayon yan? X plus 8. Kasi nadagdagan both sides by 8 eh. 4 and 4 eh. Tama ba, ano, Brad?
Kung 2x plus 4, hindi naman x plus 4.
Ito, x. So magiging 4. Bali, x plus 8. 4 plus 4 plus x. Yun yung buong haba. Ito naman, 4 plus x plus 8. So yun yung magiging area. No? Area with the walk. Ito ngayon yung bagong area, guys. No? Kung i-consider mo, pati yung walk, with the walk, area with walk. Ayan. So that would be each parameter has 2 on both sides. 2x plus 8 times x plus 8. Ang tanong, yung area lang na anong masusolve yung anong relasyon ngayon? Susubok mo lang siya para makukuha mo yung area ng walk. Ito, area with walk. Full walk to eh. So, isusubtract mo lang siya, guys. Area of the walk, yung with walk, kasama dyan yung pool. Pool with walk. Yan. Ito, area ng pool lang to, guys. Kayo. Okay. So, area of pool, 2x squared. Pool with walk is 2x plus 8. Quantity times x plus 8. Yung area at, sabi dyan, 784. So, yan, guys. Subtract lang natin. Okay ba? Mahabang tugtugin, no? So, ganun talaga ang buhay. 784 is equal to, if I will simplify this, so this is 2x squared, no? Tignan na natin. Kasan ba yung code ko? Third. Tapos 8x plus 16x. So we have 24 plus 24x plus 64. Plus 64. Ayun lang. Minus 2x squared. Yun. Quadratic, linear lang. Minus, kasi may 2x squared ka pa. Minus 2x squared. Get nyo ba guys? Yung area of walk is equal to the area of pool with pool. So, in-expand ko na yon. 2x squared plus 24x plus 64 minus 2x squared. So, tanggal si 2x squared. So, magpapasolusyonis natin ito. Alright? 4 is equal to ito. Subtract mo lang. 784 minus 64 is 7. Equal to what, Job? 30. Alright, 30. Talaga itong mga kanong ito. X equal to 30 feet by, siyempre, mas mahaba. Equal to 60. So, 30 by 60. Guys, yung haba ng given, yung area nung, ang nagpagulo yung area ng walkway, no? Na may semento. Pero hindi kayo para masolve natin. Okay guys, marami pa sana akong gusto ituro, but it's iba sa inyo, may mga klase pa. Alright? So, by next week, again, the coverage of the exam would be the linear equation in one variable only, both for literal and problem solving, and of course, quadratic equation in one unknown. Would be the coverage, the composition, multiple choice, and problem solving only. So multiple choice muna tayo. Hanggang hindi ka matatapos sa multiple choice, hindi ko ibibigay yung problem solving only. So dapat maipasa muna yung multiple choice. So 2 sets of link for the online examinees. And of course, for our student here, he will be receiving printed examination. Alright? So that would be for next week. Okay, so I hope you could prepare. So that would be our coverage. Okay, are there clarification before we close? Clarification? John, may tanong ka? Kasi ilang naman twice, the next twice week. So next week, 2x. Okay? So, sinorkat ko na, pero ganun na rin naman. Okay? Okay guys, no more questions. May Aaron, Chad, Jem. You have clarifications there. Okay, so none. Okay, let's close the prayer. Father in heaven, before this time that we could have these exercises with regards to so many topics in quadratic, and I hope and pray that our students will be prepared for the examination next week, with the grace that they need, so that they will be blessed in terms of their diligence and faithfulness. And of course, the content of LD Woosley Bethany College. So help us, Lord, continually guide us throughout the day. Is our prayer in Christ's name. Amen. Okay, thank you so much, John, here in person, and the rest.